mein Gott, tun wir es halt einfach, damit er irgendwie die Klappe hält. Das ist ja irgendwie, bei seltsamen Leuten sollte man irgendwie immer vorsichtig sein, sag ich mal, ne? Also, man sollte sich vielleicht nicht auf Anhieb mit ihnen verscherzen oder so. Decided to take it. After all, why shouldn't he? Alright, sure, I'll take it. He shoved the thing into his pocket and gave Santa a last confused look. Phew, man, I feel a lot better now. That thing was a real pain, you know. Do you really hate those 4 words that much? Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know? Hope, faith, love, even your destiny. What had happened to Santa, Jumpy wondered. How had he become such a bitter person? For a moment, they looked at each other. Well, that's not my only reason. What? That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4. What? Worried about the 4 horsemen? Nah. Come on, man, that's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages that kinda crap scared people, but this is the 21st century and I'm a 21st century guy. Then why do you hate 4 so much? 'Cause it's a half-ass number. Not the best or the worst. That's why. What? 9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? Least it's not some lame-ass middle number. Santa's explanation made no sense. Jumpy was even more confused than before. You play? Play? You mean like gambling? What? You mean like play the stock market? Weiß nicht, ja. You mean like gambling? Yeah, of course. What else would I mean? In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, the Zeros, they call Monkey. Aha. Hab noch nie sowas, also hab noch nie Baccarat gespielt, ganz ehrlich, aber ja, egal. Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zeros are monkey. Santa blinked, utterly stunned. Then he began to laugh. oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey. That was when Lotus spoke up. You know, if you think about it, the nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat. Spricht man das überhaupt so aus? Ich glaube. Apparently, she'd been listening. Of course, it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the 10th digit and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit. Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point. And in both games, whoever has 9 wins. The person who makes 9 wins? Did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zio said? The exit is hidden, but it is there. Seek the exit. Seek the door that carries a 9. So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9. And only the people on that team are going to make it out alive. Of course. That's why it's called the nonary game. What? Huh? You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9 or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn. The horse with 1 horn. 2 is B, like binary. Or bi, no. Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you heard that one plenty. Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that you have quad, quintal, sext, septim, and so on. And of course, The prefix for 8 is octo, like octopus. It's called that because it has 8 legs. Get it? I see. So then Nona means 9. Lotus nodded. So, how many of us are trapped on this ship? That would be 9. And what are the bracelet numbers we have? They go from 1 to 9. And our time limit? How many hours did we have? Zero said 9 hours. And finally, to get out of the ship? We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship. By making a team with the digital root of 9. Lotus nodded again. And there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of 9s for this whole thing. No wonder it's called the Nonary game. Somewhere far away, Jumpy heard the creak of stressed metal. It sounded almost like Zero laughing at them, or the sad, desperate scream of a pig headed to the slaughterhouse. Eine kleine Sache, die jetzt natürlich auch schon ein bisschen durchgeklungen ist in diesem Gespräch, worüber sich die Charaktere vielleicht aber auch noch nicht so hundertprozentig im Klaren sind. Wie geht es dann tatsächlich weiter, wenn wir die Tür mit der Nummer 9 gefunden haben? Maximal 3 bis 5 Leute können durch eine Tür gehen. Und na gut, ich kann das jetzt im Kopf nicht überschlagen, ob es Möglichkeiten gibt, eben 2 Teams zu bilden, die dann durch Tür Nummer 9 gehen können, die dann gemeinsam also die Digital Root von 9 erreichen. Ihr könnt ja spaßeshalber, wenn ihr mal zu viel Zeit habt oder so, das irgendwie euch auf ein Blatt Papier schreiben und dann mal die Möglichkeiten durchgehen und gucken, ob es da überhaupt eine Möglichkeit gibt oder nicht. Ja, auch so eine Sache, die man vielleicht im Hinterkopf behalten muss. Gut, okay. Jetzt wollen wir aber nochmal hier ins Badezimmer gehen, weil wir haben ja hier noch unseren wunderschönen Vorhang. There's a curtain rod running along the ceiling. Let's put the shower curtain on those hooks. Haben wir gemacht. So, let's try spreading the curtains. Wusch. Das Ding hat ein Loch. Wow, that's a pretty obvious peephole. Somebody's really dedicated. Well, with a hole this big, you gotta wonder if maybe they wanted to be caught. So you're saying maybe the one getting spied on was into that shit? Maybe they were into, like, those home invasion fantasies. Home invasion? Interesting, I see. You two are real idiots, you know that? Ja, who's toast? Egal, so, ja, bringt uns von der Seite nicht wirklich was. Let's try spreading the curtains. There's a hole in the curtain. If I look at it from a ways back, I can see a single tile. Alright, from here I can see what tile it is. Looks like it's 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Might as well put it back. 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Alright, looking through this hole I can see a white tile. 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Let's have a closer look. Shall we? Nothing strange here. Nope, the thing's not budging. Well, then that means... Ganz eventuell hat das Ganze ja etwas mit dem Badezimmer auf der anderen Seite zu tun. What's up? You're going back already? Well, I can't just leave June there by herself. Huh, what do you think? What do you think, you're a knight or a protector or something? You're creeping me out. Whatever, man. I'm going. Lass mich bloß in Ruhe, Center. So, dupdi-dupdi-dup. Hallo? Warum kann ich jetzt nicht mehr... Achso, ich drück die ganze Zeit... Ja, ich bin auch dumm. Ich hab die ganze Zeit auf den linken Bildschirm gedrückt, es tut mir leid. So, nein. Ist aber auch verwirrend hier mit den Räumen. So, 5th from the top und... Third from the right. Right here. Here it is. Yes, this one's loose. Oh yeah. I think I can get under this with my nails and yes. A plate. Dop-de-do, dop-da-do, dop-da-dop-do. Who would have thought this would be hidden in the bathroom, huh? You did a good job finding it. So, one side has a design like the rest of the bathroom tiles, and the other side has a black and white design. I think I've seen that pattern somewhere before. Ja, und wo hat sie das gesehen? Natürlich hier vorne im Flur, nämlich bei genau diesem Gemälde, welches hier aber vollständig ist und welches wir auf der anderen Seite vervollständigen müssen. The exit. Lotus and Santa are in the room on the other side. I'm gonna go check up on them. Didup. So, und jetzt können wir die Dinge einsetzen hier. Ja, so, einsetzen. Einsetzen. There's a tile in the frame. So I guess I'm supposed to put tiles in the empty spaces. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. Ja, und jetzt müssen wir das Ganze nur noch richtig zusammensetzen. Die Frage ist jetzt natürlich, was ist richtig? Wir können uns so ein bisschen natürlich an dem Ding unten links orientieren. Und dann stellen wir fest, dass das hier noch nicht so 100% aufgeht. So passt das doch, oder? Ups. Ah, und schon sieht so aus wie auf der anderen Seite. Coole Sache. Yes. Ist nicht wirklich schwer. Bisher sind die Rätsel auch sehr, naja. Also man kann drauf kommen, finde ich. Ich muss auch ganz ehrlich sagen, also später gibt es noch einige Räume, in denen es kniffliger wird, zugegebenermaßen, und in denen man ein bisschen mehr ausprobieren muss und in denen ich mir teilweise auch ein bisschen was aufschreiben muss und so, weil manche Dinge sind immer so ein bisschen blöd zu merken. Aber prinzipiell sind die Rätsel in diesem Spiel gut lösbar. Was ich auch schön finde, weil so bleibt man noch nicht unnötig lange bei irgendwelchen Stellen oder Passagen hängen oder so. Im Grunde genommen will man ja doch eher dann die Story erleben, als die ganze Zeit sich an irgendwelchen Rätseln aufhalten oder so. Zumindest geht's mir so. There, picture complete. And there goes a frame. What's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a hole in the wall. Like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyway, let's take a look. I think there's something inside. Stimmt, augenscheinlich. The Mars key! Da 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 da! Whoa! This is one of those Mars symbols. The door at the end of the hallway. It has the same symbol engraved on the keyhole. Then, that's gotta mean... Yes, we can use this key to get through the door. Woohoo, wir kommen voran. Dip, da, dip, da. Jumpy messed around a bit with the key he had and looked blankly at the picture that slid down. What's the deal with this picture anyway? Santa had only been mumbling to himself, but it drew Loto's attention. She looked at the picture and paused. I think I've seen this picture before. Where? In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book. What's this interesting theory? Morphogenetic field, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance. Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache. Santa put his hands on his head as though he were in great pain. Lotus merely arched an eyebrow in his direction and continued. It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In a sense, he states that the shapes of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye. What part of that isn't difficult exactly? Lotus did not look pleased. Alright, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism. Telepathy? Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it is close enough for a simple approximation. Santa suddenly burst into laughter. Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that. Yes, I agree. Lotus' response was surprisingly curt. Giant Bee had expected at least some conflict.